All right, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. We're back at it. It's going to be another great day of center softball as we're getting an early start here, not even 10 o'clock in the morning, but getting this day started. First game of the day is we're going to have Oklahoma going against Minnesota. And then about a half hour after that's over with, they're going to play Idaho State. So hopefully weather is not a factor. We saw that yesterday, especially in the second game. So hopefully the weather is a lot better today for these ladies out there in New Mexico as we get everything started. Game should get started here in about a little under 10 minutes. So y'all let me know where you're watching from, your score predictions. Let's see what. Brian, good morning. Glad to see you here, sir. That's crazy. That's a crazy stat, Brian, about the home run hit by Oklahoma versus Minnesota. That's crazy. Brian's going big, 15-1. Yeah, I think that second game of the day against Idaho State, that's going to be, I think, like a mirror image of that Montana game. 17-0. That's going to be bad, but yeah, Brian, we got about 10 minutes or so. I was just listening to the pregame a little bit, and I know yesterday in the chat we were talking about what's going on with KD. Is it something mental? Is it physical? Just like, her being a senior, her having all the experience, like what is going on? And so Chris Plank, he asked Patty, and Patty didn't really say anything specifically, just that we got to minimize walks. That was all that she really said. Just got to minimize the walks. So minimize the walks, feed your defense, and let's play OU softball. So still not really sure what's going on with that, but hopefully we do see improvement from KD as we get through the season. Because that was one thing that Patty did say is, by the time we get to SEC play, they need KD to be the pitcher that she's been in the past. So also today, if you're watching along, we have Bedlam in baseball today. OU and OSU down there in Arlington. That's always going to be Bedlam is always fun, no matter what the rankings, no matter how bad one team may be, doesn't matter. So that's always, so that's going to be a good game going on today. So of course we still have the Clearwater tournament going on. A lot of great games there. So a packed field Saturday for Oklahoma. I know in basketball we have Georgia coming in to play the men's basketball team. So we'll see if they can we'll see if they can get themselves another win there. No matter what happens here, I think this is going to be it for Porter. He's going to be out the door, and then we'll see who they bring in. So the Porter experience did not go over well, didn't work out, for whatever reason, but it's time to move on. So happy Valentine's Day to everybody in here. Thank you for spending a part of your day here with me. I hope nobody gets in the doghouse or none of that kind of stuff happens. So make sure you guys take care of your special someone that you have in your life. Oh, Teresa, thank you so much. I will let her know. Yeah, hopefully at some point, Teresa, I can get her to come out here and get on camera. So Actually, Teresa, you know what? We have a minute. Let me see if I can get her down here. Hey, Savannah. Savannah. Teresa, she already left the house. So I got the map yesterday, but I have to get a backing. So she's going out to help me out with the map so we can get that put up later today. And it should be ready to go for tomorrow whenever OU plays UTEP. But hopefully, though, I can get my wife down here and she can come in and say hello to everybody so y'all can meet her. Teresa, are you having you have big plans for Valentine's Day today? A few minutes here for the game. Hey, Teresa, what's your score prediction today? Brian has 15-1, so he's feeling really, really confident. I'm going with 10-1. I think so far Teresa's been the closest when it's come to the score predictions. I'm definitely in last place on that. Hopefully I can get better at this though. Yeah, hey, come here. No, Teresa said Happy Valentine's Day to me and your lovely wife. See, come in here.
Happy Valentine's
No, she
Day.
She can't see you. There you go, Teresa. There's my beautiful wife. See?
Happy Valentine's Day, y'all.
See? All right, y'all. That will probably never happen again, but I hope you guys got to see that. Thank you again for being in here on a Saturday morning, an early Saturday morning. Definitely an early start out there in New Mexico. But it should be a good day. I think it'll be a lot like yesterday. I made a post on YouTube, and I said, what would you take? Or if I said, hey, 25 runs today scored by the Oklahoma softball team in both games, would you take the over? Would you take the under? Or would you take it just at 25? Yesterday, we saw the girls score, what was it, 35 runs? So Teresa 10-2. Okay. Everett, 22-3. Okay, Everett. So Everett is expecting a lot of home runs, a lot of offense. I don't blame you. So Everett's definitely going with the over on that. Yeah, Teresa, I hope you get to see her whenever she popped in here. I don't know that I can get her to do that again, but I'll let her know you said hello and everything whenever she gets back. She's going out to the store to get this backing for the map, so I should have that going later today. And then so tomorrow, whenever I do the live stream against UTEP, that should be up and ready to go. So I'm really excited to get that together and so y'all can see it. And then I think what I'm going to do is on screen where you see my name, I may just take it off and we're just going to put up a little sign that that says, we're at 15 of 50 states or whatever it may be. So CJ, good morning. Glad to see you here. CJ, let me know your score. Everett's all over it with it. He's saying 22-3. He's expecting another Arizona game like the other day. I went with 10-1. Teresa is a little bit more conservative with just 10-2. Maybe she's saving that big blowout win for Idaho State. Bill's being really conservative, 8-0. All right, TV has just come on, or the game has just come on. It's nice and sunny. Like to see that. Nice, sunny. They're doing the lineups. Oklahoma in the red. So weather looks a lot better than yesterday. So glad to see that for sure. And I believe they said that Sydney Berzon is going to be the starter for Oklahoma. So she's one that she's kind of off to a slow start too. So hopefully she can come out here like we saw yesterday with Wachino and kind of get back on track when it comes to pitching. Because we are going to need all these pitchers as we get, especially in the SEC play and then postseason play. Our pitching staff has to be in the right mindset and just everything clicking. Hopefully by then, make sure y'all continue to say your prayers for Jen Rocha. She's definitely missed. Hopefully God is working a miracle on her, and that we will see her soon back in the dugout. So make sure that y'all continue to say your prayers for Jen Rocha and her family. Carly Keeney is doing a phenomenal job. She was kind of just thrown into this. So just with the whole situation going on with that, I think Carly Keeney has done a phenomenal job. So a lot of respect for her. And maybe this will be her calling. Maybe we'll see Carly Keeney be a longtime pitching coach, maybe eventually a head coach somewhere in college softball, maybe even at Oklahoma. So Bob, 14-3. Okay, I can see that for sure. For sure. Exactly. Yeah, there's no pressure. Just relax, go out there and throw your game. She is an All-American. Of course, she transferred in from LSU, but yeah. Go out, throw the game that you know you can do, and let's not play down to our competition. Minnesota's coming in with a 3-4 record. So if we play our game, we should have 2 5-inning run roll games, just like we had yesterday. So, but weather looks beautiful. Should get this thing going. So we've had 22-3, 14-3, 10-1, 10-2. I think the most conservative prediction we had was Bill going with 8-0. So CJ going 11-2. All right. So anybody new that's in here, right behind me, I'm going to have this map up tomorrow. Everything will be done today. If you're new in here, please let me know where you're watching from so I can put that down. Our goal is to have everybody up from where you're watching from. And so the goal is, can we hit all 50 states? We're off to a great start for that. But if you're new in here, please let me know where you're watching from today so I can get that down. So Oklahoma is going to be batting first. Minnesota in the black jerseys with the Gopher logo on the front of their jersey. Their uniforms look kind of similar to South Carolina. Like they have the South Carolina colors. That's what they remind me of. She's finishing up her last couple warm-ups. Yeah, there's a third down and second, so. All right, here we go. Getting ready for first pitch. Patty walking down to third base, and Cassidy Pickering going to get us started here, hopefully with a big first inning, and hopefully we see some first inning fireworks today. Melvin, welcome. Watching from Tennessee. You know what? I believe Tennessee is that's a new one. All right, got that written down. So Cassidy Pickering looking at an 0-2 count. See if she can't get us started here. And top of the first, if you're just tuning in, it's Oklahoma against Minnesota. And we've just gotten underway. A lot of good predictions in here in chat. We've had from 8-0 being the most conservative to Everett expecting a big offensive fireworks show. He said 22-3. So we'll see who can get the closest here. Cassidy takes the ball outside. Make sure you guys give me the like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button while you're in here. I love doing this softball content. I love getting to hang out with you guys, with other Center fans across the nation. And if you enjoy your time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. My goal is to be at 700 by spring break. Yesterday was a massive, massive day. So thank you so much to all of you who have given me the support. We are 7 away from 700. So hopefully at some point today we will reach that and we'll start another goal, get to 800. So Cassidy fouls that one down hard down first baseline. But none of this is possible without y'all. So thank you so much for all the support. So hopefully by the end of the softball season, we'll have this going at 1,000+ subs and move on from there. So, but thank you again for all the support. There's been a lot of growth in my channel over the past few weeks. So, and that's all to y'all or all to you. So thank you so much for that. Let's go, Cassidy. Looks at that one low. Cassidy with a full count. We'll gladly take a walk. Give us some base runners. Teddy, 14-2. Okay. Chris, 10-2. Cassidy fouls that one off. All right, here we go. Had a little bit of technical difficulty there on ESPN Plus. So Cassidy Pickering with the walk. So got us a base runner. See what Gabby can do here. As this batting order, this lineup for Oklahoma is so deadly, all the way through from top to bottom. There is no weak spot in our batting lineup. So see what Gabby Garcia can do here. She fouls that one off. I want to thank all of you for being here today on your Valentine's Day. Gabby with another ball. Gabby now looking at a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ball gets to go away. Ball got away there. Full count. $50 of y'all in here. Good morning. Glad you're having a good start to your Valentine's Day. It's always a great start when we can watch OU play some softball. Swing and a miss by Gabby Garcia, but Cassidy Pickering able to get down to first base. Here comes Nellie Mack. So if you're just tuning in, top of the first inning, Cassidy Pickering over at second base. Gabby Garcia just struck out. So 1 on, 1 out, top of the first, no score, and Nellie Mack up to bat. Nelly coming in today with a .533 batting average, y'all. Some of these offensive stats that this team is going to have this year is unreal. Nellie Mack with a 1-1 count here. See if she can't get a big hit and knock in Cassidy Pickering for the first score of the game. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, Plank he's a great one. He's one of the best out there for sure. Nellie Mack fouls one down first base line. So 2-2 count. 1 on, 1 out. OU trying to start the game off with a couple runs. Oh, pitch gets away from the catcher. Get over there. Get over there. All right, so a wild pitch from Minnesota. So now Cassidy Pickering over at third. Let's not leave her on base. We don't want to get into that mess where we see a lot of ladies being left on base. We got to get these girls in. Oh, wow. Nellie Mack swinging and strikes out. So 2 strikeouts now here for Minnesota in the first inning. Here comes Ella Parker. See what she can do here on an early Saturday morning on Valentine's Day. Yeah, CJ, did not expect to see a couple strikeouts already. We saw a lot of strikeouts in the first couple games, and then the strikeouts really settled down. But yeah, two quick ones today here in the first inning. Let's go, Ella. Get us started. Hits that one long down left field, but way foul. Ella takes one inside. Another ball. Yeah, the off speed, you definitely have to make some adjustments on that. They Struggling with that a little bit. Ella hits one up to the short, deep, not in time. There we go. Ball goes away. There we go. There you go, Ella. Cassidy's going to score on that. Ella's going to go to second with the wild throw. And Oklahoma up 1-0. There we go. We'll take it. Good job, Ella. Way to get us started this morning. There we go. One of the very talented freshmen at the bat here for Oklahoma, and Kendall Wells, the catcher. She's off to a great start for her OU career. Already has multiple home runs. She is going to be one of the best ever play at Oklahoma when all is said and done. Her big home run swing, man, almost every swing she has is she's swinging for the fences, man. Every time. But if you're just tuning in, Oklahoma just got their first run of the day. Ella Parker with the RBI. So Ella's sitting over at second base. 1-0. 2 outs here in top of the first. Another strike there. So Kendall Wells now in a 1-2 count. See if she can't get a big hit and knock in Ella Parker over there from second. Yeah, Chris, the game just started about 10, 15 minutes ago. OU's up 1-0, top of the first inning, 2 outs. Thank you for being here this morning. I appreciate it. Agreed, Teddy. Agreed, for sure. Yeah, that way they don't have to do a lot of running, right? They can just trot around the bases and get back in there and get ready to go out and catch. So, absolutely. Kendall Wells with the ground out down to third base. So, for the third out. But OU able to get one across the board. Sydney Burzon, the transfer from LSU, is going to be the starter today. Hopefully they can minimize walks, no free passes. We see a clean game, no errors. And then get back in there and let this electric offense get back to work. Yeah, Brian, absolutely. Can we see with inferior opponents just a clean game? No free passes from the pitchers, no errors out there defensively. Just see a clean game all the way around. There's a little bit of wind there, but no clouds, no rain like yesterday. So I don't know what the temperature there is. Probably a little chilly, but nothing like that game yesterday against New Mexico State. That just looked horrible. So Skip, good morning, sir. Boomer, glad you're in here. Appreciate that. 63 of y'all in here on a Saturday morning on Valentine's Day. So thank you for all the support. Appreciate that. Make sure you guys hit that like button while you're in here. As we're getting ready to start the bottom of the first inning, OU up 1-0 over Minesota. This is the first game of the day. So after this game is over with, we're going to wait about a half hour, just like yesterday, and then they'll come out and they're going to play Idaho State in the second one. And then tomorrow, they will drive over to El Paso, Texas, my former stomping grounds when I was in the military, and they'll play UTEP tomorrow to finish out this weekend, and then get ready to go to California to the Mary Nutter next weekend. Sydney was one that we saw kind of struggle in the Arizona series last weekend. So, like Wachino, can Sydney come out and get right this weekend? Find that strike zone early. And let's see a lot of 3-up and 3-downs this game for her. Got to get her confidence built back up. She's a senior All-American. Came in from LSU. So she's pitched against the best in the country. So no reason why she can't come out here and have a great day at the Circle. "49 degrees. Okay, yeah. So a little chilly for sure. If it was me, I'd be out there with a hoodie and a beanie on for sure with a cup of hot cocoa or coffee to keep me warm. Center Troopers, glad you're in here. Glad to see you, sir. It is. It's on ESPN Plus. Center. A hit out to right field. It's going to drop. So Minesota with a leadoff single to start here in the bottom of the first. So would love to see a double play right here. No, it's not on YouTube TV. YouTube TV, anything like that, they're showing the Clearwater tournament. Excuse me. They're showing the Clearwater tournament with all them ranked matchups out there. So what I do is if you go to ESPN Plus, where you can scroll all the way down where it shows like the different sports, softball, baseball, soccer, whatever it is that you want to watch. Click on the softball, and then it should show all the games that are going on, and then you'll see the OU Minnesota game, and then just click on that. That's what I had to do. Next weekend, the games are going to be on Flow Softball. I might look at doing that. Just got to see what it costs for next weekend. But I really do enjoy getting to do all this with y'all. So if I can do that, and it's a way for us just to, interact and get to watch the Sooners play here together, then I will do that. So I'll do some checking out after today's game's over with, see what that's going to cost. As next weekend, I know they play Duke, they play Washington, Cal, I believe, is out there, and a few other games. So definitely some better competition next weekend for sure out there at the Mary Nutter. Yeah, CJ, you're a little ahead of me, so I'll see what's going on here. Oh, nice. Trying to steal second and got her. Love it. Great job, defense. Love to see that. Yeah. Kendall Wills has a cannon from back there at the catcher position. She's going to be, oh, man, she's going to be so great. Defensively, so Oklahoma now, if you're just tuning in, bottom of the first, OU's up 1-0. We have 2 outs. Full count. Sydney looking to get out of this and get back into the dugout quickly. Uh-oh. And it's a solo shot for Minesota over the left center wall. So, hoping that we would see a quick 3-up, 3-down. Wasn't the case. So just like that, we have a 1-1 ball game here in the top of the first inning. So not going to see the shutout. I know some of us in our score predictions had the shutout. Not going to see that, but let's just bounce back right here, get a quick out, and get back into the dugout. Hopefully that's the only run we're going to see today from Minnesota. Sydney, the senior transfer from LSU. She's seen it all. Great competition. Should be able to come out here and have a great day in New Mexico. Really? Another home run for Minnesota. This time over right center. Wow, not the start we thought we would see, y'all. Sydney's throwing strikes. It's not that she's giving it free passes, just Minnesota hitting the long ball and having success with that here early in the game. Wow. Yeah, CJ, man, I mean, we got the 2 quick outs. We got the, girls still in second. And then Minnesota with back-to-back home runs. I mean, she's throwing strikes, like she's doing her job. She's throwing strikes. Just Minnesota just able to get these out of the ballpark here early. Wow. Yeah, Teresa, the pitching, that is by far our biggest struggle that we have. This has to get fixed before conference play. Whatever it is that is affecting these ladies, other than Audrey Lowry. I mean, we saw Kirsten yesterday just look horrible. Here, Sydney was throwing strikes. It's not like it was free passes, but I mean, Minnesota just able to get a few out of the ballpark. So after one, shockingly, Minnesota's up 2-1 over Oklahoma. Definitely not the start I thought we would see for sure. Elaine, nice to see you in here. Happy Valentine's Day to all of y'all. Thank you for spending some of your Saturday here with me on an early Saturday morning for a softball game. And if you're just tuning in, Minnesota is up 2-1, going to the top of the second. Sydney, the transfer from LSU, came in, got a couple outs, and then just gave up back-to-back solo shots, one to left center, one to right center. So I'm sure we'll see Sydney come back out for the second inning, but hopefully that's the only active inning we're going to see from Minnesota. Hopefully from here on out we can just shut them down, and that's going to be it for them. None of y'all in here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit that like button while you're in here. Our goal is getting this channel to 700 and beyond. So I know this morning we were like 6 away, 7 away, something like that. So hopefully we're able to reach that today and then start us another goal. So here we go, top of the second. Ilana up at bat. Oh yeah, Skip, absolutely. No. I think Carly Keeney's doing a great job for sure. Hopefully we do see Jim back in the dugout soon. Make sure all of you can continue to say your prayers for her and her family as she's dealing with some health issues, but hopefully God is working a miracle on her and that we see her back soon. Let's go, Alana. Alana now with a 1-2 count. We got to get something started here, get the momentum back. Swing, and she'll foul that one off. So 1-2. If you're just tuning in, top of the second inning, Minesota with a couple solo shots in the first to go up 2-1. See if the Sooners can't respond here and have a big inning. We can see some offensive fireworks here like we did yesterday. There we go. Bloop single out to left field. We'll take it. So Ilana getting us started where we need to here in the second inning. We'll take it. Let's go, Kai. Kai fouls that one down third baseline, but it goes foul. Trying to advance Alana over to the second base, get us a runner in scoring position. And Alana in to second base with another stolen base for Oklahoma. So now we have a runner at second base. We got a runner in scoring position. We got to find a way to get her home. We cannot leave runners in scoring position. Cannot let that happen. See if Kai can't do some damage here. Get an RBI, maybe get a 2-run home run here. See what we can do here. Come on, Kai. Kai with a big shot out to center field. Is it going to be out of here? No. Oh, off the wall. Just missed a 2-run shot. Alana not able to score as she had to wait to see if the center fielder was going to catch it or not. But Oklahoma is in business here in top of the second. Runners on second and third, no outs. As Isabella Emerling's up to bat. If you watched any of the highlights yesterday, or if you were here with us yesterday, she had a career day. She hit 3 home runs against Montana yesterday in that first game. Had a couple more hits in the second game. So she is off to a hot start in her senior year here at Oklahoma. We'll see if this streak can continue. She looks at one outside, so we got a ball. Runners on second and third, no outs. Looking like we might have a big offensive inning right here with a lot of fireworks. Takes that one high, ball 2. 102 in here, y'all. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Appreciate it. Looking to have a big inning here offensively. Emerling there with a big swing and a miss. She chased one up high. Let's go, Oklahoma. Let's go, Bella. Big swing by Bella. And it's going to drop. There we go. There we go. Alana's going to score from third. They hold up Kai at third. Or they hold up Kai at third base. So We get that first run in. We're able to tie the game 2-2 here in the second inning. Still no outs with a runner at first and third. So this could be a big inning for the Oklahoma Sooners. Yeah, Bella's staying hot at the plate. She's had an incredible weekend for sure. As have all these OU hitters. It's just an incredible weekend for all these ladies. As you know, after this weekend, when we go to look at all the stats for this season, offensively, Oklahoma is going to be number 1 or number 2 in just about all of them, if not all of them. Abby Dayton at the plate here. Runner at first and third, seeing what we can't do here, do some more damage. She puts down the bunt, looking for the squeeze play. Kai goes under the tag. They're calling her safe. What a play. There we go. There we go. See what's going on here. Currently, the umpires are out there on the field having a meeting. See what they're going to call here. Umpires got together. They're calling her safe as Kai slid under the tag at home on the squeeze play. So currently OU is up 3-2. Runners at first and second, no outs. Home plate umpire now talking to the Minesota coach, trying to get some clarity on what just happened. Now walks back out talking to the other umpires. So are we good to go? All right, yeah, here we go. So Oklahoma on a squeeze play. Love to see that kind of ball. Love it. Kai says in under that tag for the third run of the day. And OU is in business, scoring 2 already, have 2 on here in top of the second, and 0 outs. So great start for the ladies here in the second inning. As Cassidy Pickering here. Very, very, very dangerous hitter. Anybody have a 3-run shot by Cassidy on their bingo card? Anybody want to call this? Yeah, there's no replay, so I feel like that's going to help OU this weekend, good and bad. So but hopefully more in our favor as the weekend goes along. Cassidy fouls that one off. Yeah, Teresa Bryan, I don't know how she got under that tag. That's crazy, but we will take it. Great job by Kai there on that side at home. Cassidy takes one outside. So Cassidy Pickering looking to do some big damage here. Let's go, Cassidy. It's on my bingo card. I need a 3-run shot right here. Let's go, Cassidy. Let's do some damage here. There we go. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Had that one on my bingo card, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. 3-run shot for Cassidy Pickering over left field. And already here in the second inning with still no outs, OU has put up 5 now in the second inning to go up 6-2. Y'all, that will never happen again. Teresa, that will never happen again. But I will take it when I can get it, though. But that will probably never happen again. So as we've seen yesterday into today, bats are staying hot. Runs are being put up early and often here. So Gabby Garcia here at the plate, looking to do some more damage. So the offense here, the hitters are definitely doing what they need to help Sydney just relax at the circle when they come back out. They've given you a lead. There's no pressure, just and she didn't have walks. Like, they just hit a couple solo shots. So it's not like she's not finding the strike zone. So can we see Sydney come out after all this here is done, no matter what the score is, and just can we see a quiet inning from Minesota when we go to the bottom of the second? Let's go, Gabby. Gabby swinging a miss on that one. 2-2 now for Gabby Garcia. If you're just tuning in, top of the second, OU's had a big second inning, putting up 5 here just in the second inning by itself, up 6-2 over Minesota, who had a couple solo shots in the first inning. Gabby fouls another one off there. $170 y'all in here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm glad you guys can spend some of your Valentine's Day, Saturday here with me as we watch the OU softball team out here in New Mexico looking to get themselves another run rule victory. The first 2 of the weekend out here in New Mexico, both run rule victories. They started out yesterday up 17-0 over Montana in the first game. Finished up the second game yesterday, getting the win over New Mexico State, 18-6. Today, I asked for some of the predictions before this got started. Everett was really confident. I think he had 22-3. The most conservative we saw was 8-0. And then after that, it was a lot of 10-1, 12-1, 14-0, 14-1, that kind of thing. 15-3, I believe. So everybody in here is pretty confident that OU is going to get up to the double digits again. I put up a post earlier this morning, and I said I said, would you take the over-under that OU scores 25 runs today as a team? So let me know what y'all would take on that. Would you take the over or would you take the under? OU will score 25 runs today as a team between the 2 games today. All right. Got that saved. So got the ticker at the bottom updated. Mike, glad to see you in here from Broken Bow. All right. Skip, thank you. Thank you to your dad for his service, 25 years. That's a great career for the military. Bill taking the over. Yeah, I think I'm taking the over too. Skip, I love that though. Your dad in 25 years there in the Air Force, so. Tell him I said thank you for all his service and sacrifice to our country. Yeah, let me know if you're in here. If you're a active duty, or if you're a military vet, or if you're the spouse, because I'll tell you, like my wife, when I was deployed, you know, I have 3 boys. The spouses do just as much as the actual members do, taking care of family whenever we're away. So the spouses, they serve also. So don't ever forget that. If it wasn't for my amazing wife, I don't know how everything would have got done when I was deployed. So shout out to all the veterans that may be in here. Shout out to the spouses. Like Skip, he was an Air Force brat. My wife is from Germany. My father-in-law was stationed over there at the time. And so my wife grew up as an Army brat. So let's go, Ella. Ella takes that one inside. Yeah, like Brian said, come on now. Over 100 of y'all in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Helps the channel. There you go, Ella. There you go, Ella. There you go. Boom. There we go. Big home run shot there by Ella Parker. Offense stays sizzling hot. Now they go up 8-2. We're getting ever so close into that run roll territory. Just need a few more, and I'm hoping that's what we see today, y'all. Get us another run roll win in 5, and let's move on to the next one. Let's not have to waste any, pitches and use extra arms and all that mess. Let's just get this win in 5 innings and get on to Idaho State. Sooners now have put up 7 just in this inning, having a massive inning with only 1 out. So lots of fireworks here early for Oklahoma. Now up 8-2 in the 2nd inning over Minesota. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody in here. Make sure to take care of your special someone. Before I decided to go live and do these games, of course, with today being Valentine's Day, I had to make sure it was okay with my wife because I didn't want to get in the doghouse or, get in trouble or anything. So we last night just went out for dinner, had a dinner. We got each other some gifts and that kind of thing. And she told me this morning, she said, "Hey, go down." So she said, "Hey, go down, enjoy yourself today." She's really excited about me doing this. She's really happy for me. I'm a retired Army vet. I was injured when I was deployed in Afghanistan, so I had to medically retire. But I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed to be here with all of you and meet all you other Sooner fans. So doing this YouTube channel, this is a way for me just to, it helps me relax. And it also just gives me another way that I can interact with all you Sooner fans from all over the country. I'm here in the St. Louis area, so I am surrounded by the dumb Missouri Tiger fans, unfortunately. I don't see very many of us up here in the St. Louis area, so anytime that I can get to talk to you guys, spend some time with all of you, it's a win-win for me as we get the opportunity to watch Patty Gasso, the GOAT of softball, hopefully go out this season and win number 9 for this Oklahoma program. 8-2 Oklahoma, runner at first. Looking to do some more damage here. It's been a massive inning for the Oklahoma City's at the plate. Ilana there with the swing and miss. Thanks, CJ. Appreciate that. Okay, yeah, Skip, Fitton. Actually, Skip, do you know? So maybe a story I can tell a little bit later on as to how I kind of got up here to the St. Louis area where I am. Number one, I have a lot of family up here in the St. Louis area. But yeah, initially I was going to be moving down to Fenton. I live in Wildwood, Missouri. If you've ever come up to or come through St. Louis off of 44 and you've gone past the Six Flags, I live about 5-10 minutes from the Six Flags here in the St. Louis area. It's right off of 44 or so. I'm about 10 minutes from there. But yeah, Fenton's just about 20 minutes from where I am. Small world, Skip. Small world, sir. Alana with the hit. There we go. There we go. A big double for Alana. So the bats stay hot. We now have runners at second and third for Oklahoma. Here comes a pitching change. After Oklahoma has already put up 7 now. 7 here in the top of the second inning. And they're not slowing down by no means. It was a great start for Minesota. They had 2 solo shots there in the first inning. Sydney Burzon, the transfer from LSU. She is throwing strikes. She's not giving up free passes. So, of course, do we want to see her, go out there three down? Of course, but she's throwing strikes. The last time we saw her out there, that was not the case. She struggled to find the strike zone. But so far today, she's hitting her pitch. It's just that Minesota made her pay for it there in the first. Wow, Skip. Okay, yeah, small world. Yeah, very nice area. So I live in an area where my neighbors, we all have about 3 acres of land, so it's really, really quiet. But if you want to go into town, go watch a Cardinals game, do anything, it's about 30 minutes away for me to go down to like Busch Stadium there in St. Louis. But kind of the best of both worlds. I'm from Altus, Oklahoma, so if y'all know where that is, it's a smaller town there in the southwest corner. It's known for the Air Force Base there. It's about 10-15 minute drive, and you can be down there in Vernon, Texas. But so I grew up there, in southwest Oklahoma, kind of country, quiet. So my wife is from the hills of eastern Kentucky. So we whenever we were able to get to the spot where we live, we couldn't say no to it. We fell in love with the area. We like the quietness. We don't like all the chaos with just traffic and all that stuff that you see. So we love where we are. Kind of the best of both worlds. As Minesota is finishing up their pitching change. All right, so here we go. Top of the second inning. OU up 8-2. They've already put up 7 this inning, still only 1 out. OU has runners on second and third. Let's go, Kai. See if Kai can't get her another RBI. Takes that one up high. All right, well, Bill, make sure you tell your brother I said thank you. Appreciate his service. Kai with a hit to second, but a run comes in, so Oklahoma now up 9-2. Have a runner over at third base. So what a response. Oh, you got one there in the first inning. Minesota came back with 2 solo shots. And Oh, you said, no, we're not having that today. And they put up 8 out here in the second base or in the second inning. Kendall Wells there with the pop out to center for the 3rd out of the inning. But what an inning. 8 runs for Oklahoma here in the top of the second inning to go up 9-2. So definitely getting really close there to the run rule territory. And hopefully that's what we see here pretty soon. Yeah, great catch. Yeah, Teddy, you're 14 too, man. You might be right on the money with that one. I think I had 10-1, so looks like I'm going to be wrong. But a lot of you guys had, I think, 14, 15. Everett's the man. He had 22-3, so I don't quite know that we're going to get to 22, but the way that this OU offense is doing damage at the plate, I mean, that definitely could be within reach. We saw 17 runs yesterday, and then they came right back out and they put up 18. So crazy offensive numbers so far for the Oklahoma Sooners here early in the 2026 softball season. Yeah, Sooner, I don't know what happened. I saw you in here earlier talking to Teresa. Did I miss something? I'm sorry if I did. So, Skip, you grew up in Altus? Wow, okay. Yeah, I was wondering if we were ever going to get somebody in here from Altus. That's awesome. All right, another Bulldog. Glad to see you in here, Skip. That's awesome. But yeah, Sooners, I'm sorry if I missed a comment. I'm going back to see. Oh, okay. So Sooner tried to give me an update. I need one more sub for 700. Thank you for that update. Hopefully we get that today. You guys have been amazing. It's been amazing to meet all you Sooner fans, other veterans. This is just an amazing channel. This is an amazing family. You guys are so great to me. I can't say how much I can't say enough how much I appreciate all the support and the growth that's. So if you would have saw my channel 2 weeks ago before everything started, I was sitting at around 600. And so when I started doing these live streams, I wasn't sure if it was going to be great. Was it going to work? Was it not? So the first live I had, I saw tremendous growth, and I said, okay, Heath, this is something that you just continue to do. I love doing this, but you guys seem to like what's going on here. You guys enjoy getting to watch the live streams of Oklahoma softball here with me. So I can't say thanks enough to all of y'all in here. Y'all have been tremendous to me. So Sydney gets the first out for the Sooners here in the bottom of the second, up 9-2. So the offense has done their job. Let's see Sydney just go out there and do her job. And there goes a hit out to center field, a single. Again, she's not walking people, so that's an improvement. Just she had the 2 solo shots in the first. That ball there just gets past her, goes over second base out to the outfield. So come on, double play. Make sure you guys hit the like button in here for me. That would help help the channel out. Make sure you guys share this with your other Sooner friends, families. Hopefully they can become a part of all this of what we're trying to do here at Blessed Vet. If you are new in here and I don't have it down yet, please let me know where you're watching from. So I have the easel right here and I have a map, but I'm getting some backing today. My wife went out to get some for me. So right here behind me, I'm going to have a map and I'm going to put a pin of where all you guys are watching from. And so the goal is by the end of the season, can we have Sooner fans watching from every state? So the few states that I was worried about are Alaska and a lot of the Northeast. I don't know how many Sooner fans are going to be up there in the Northeast or in Alaska. So, but other than that, hopefully we can find Sooner fans from all over the country. The first game that I did was the Arizona State game, and we actually had somebody in there from Puerto Rico and Japan. So that was really, really cool to see in that Arizona State game. If you're just tuning in, Oklahoma had a big top of the second inning. They put up 8 alone, now looking at a 9-2 lead over Minesota. There we go, Sid. There we go. Take it. Ball's hit right back to Sydney there at the circle. Throws it over for the quick out. So quickly, here we go, 2 outs. Minesota does have that runner at second off of that single earlier in the inning. But hopefully this is where Sydney starts to settle down. You have a big lead. Let the defense work for you. Foul ball for that one. 116 of you guys in here, thank you so much for being here. Spending some of your Saturday, some of your Valentine's Day here with me. I appreciate that. Appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. Let's go, Sydney. Fouls that one off. Sydney Burzon looking here to get the last out. Move to the third inning. There we go. A pop out to first base. So there we go. There you go, Sydney. Great to see that. She bounces back after giving up 2 solo shots. So moving to the top of the third inning, Oklahoma up 9-2. Sydney Burzon has had no walks. Gave up a couple solo shots in the first inning there, but no walks. So you're seeing a lot of improvement from the transfer, the senior transfer from LSU, Sydney Burzon. So let me know in the comments, who do you think is going to start game 2 against Idaho State? Is it going to be AP? Could it be Alyssa Parker? We saw Kirsten yesterday, and she continued to struggle. We know it's not going to be her. We saw Audrey Lowry yesterday. I don't think it's going to be her. So I'm going to go with AP, a freshman pitcher for Oklahoma. That's who I think is going to start the next game. But let me know in the comments, who do you think that's going to be against Idaho State? Could it be Berkeley Zakai, the other freshman pitcher? A 109 of you in here. Thank you so much. This is a record. Y'all have set a record for viewers at one time. The record was 116. So you guys are setting records today. That's amazing. Thank you so much for all of that. I appreciate it so much. Make sure you guys hit that like for me. And if you enjoy being here, hanging out with all of our Sooner fans from all over the country, hit that subscribe button for me. My goal by the end of the season, can we get up to 1,000? I had a goal to get to 700 by spring break. You guys have been tremendous and have been amazing. And hopefully we get that today and beyond. So Abby Dayton up to bat for Oklahoma with the 0-2 count. Here in top of the third, Oklahoma up 9-2. Just got to get at least one more run so that we can put this game in run rule territory and get out of here in 5. Abby down third base, goes to the outfield. There we go. We'll take it. There we go. Abby Dayton getting us started here in the third inning. Are we going to see lots of fireworks like we saw last inning? I hope so. Everett had a prediction score 22-3, so we got to put some more work in if we're going to get to 22. Very possible, though, as we saw the Sooners put up 8 in the last inning. So let's go, Cassidy. See if Cassidy can't keep this train rolling. If you're just tuning in, OU up 9-2, top of the third. Going up against Minesota this morning. There we go. Pass first baseman. Cassidy with the hit. Abby Dayton with the wheels goes all the way over to third. So Oklahoma looking great here to start the third inning. Runners at first and third. No outs. So what a start for Oklahoma. What a day. As yesterday we saw OU put up 35 runs in 2 games. I put a post on YouTube earlier this morning. If I told you Oklahoma is going to score 25 runs today in both games today, would you take the over-under if I said 25 runs scored today by this OU offense? I would take the over. I've seen some of you guys definitely take the over. Let's go, Sydney. Sydney Barker here at the plate looking to do some more damage for Oklahoma. We're in top of the third inning. Oklahoma up 9-2. Runners at first and third. Oh, there's a hit by Sid. Get down. There we go. Sydney with a hit out to left center. Gets herself an RBI. Cassidy goes over to third. And Sydney gets herself a double. So score now 10-2 here in the third inning. We've hit that run roll territory that we need. Would love to see some more. I think Teddy, if Teddy's in here, I think he predicted 14-3 or 14-2. Teddy could be the winner this morning when it comes to predictions. I think I had 10-1. Everett had 22-3. I think a couple of you guys had 15-3, 15-4. So, but the winner could be Teddy here in game 1 of the day. Yeah, Everett, just 13 more, man. I'm sorry, Everett, yeah, we just need 12 more. Had to update the comments there. There we go. There we go. Nellie Mack able to get her an RBI. Flies out there to left field, able to get another RBI. So Oklahoma just continued to put up the runs. Oh, no. Yeah, there we go. $123 of you guys in here. That's the new record. I appreciate that. Let's go, Ella. Let's not leave any of these ladies on base now. If you're just tuning in, Oklahoma up 11-2. Here, top of the third inning, going up against Minnesota. Ella Parker at the plate, have runners on second and third. We have hit the territory for run roll in 5. So hopefully we see 3 more quiet innings from Sydney and the pitching and the defense for Oklahoma, so we can get out of this in 5 and move on to Idaho State later on today. Ella bounces at the second base for the second out. Yeah, Brian, I'm seeing that too with the swinging of some bad pitches. Yeah, easy ground out right there. So going to the bottom of the third, Oklahoma now up 11-2. We've hit that mark we needed for the run roll in 5. Hopefully we see Sydney come out here and the defense come out and play clean softball, get the last outs we need, and get ourselves another run roll victory in 5. Yeah, CJ, everything's off. I see him with the adjustments on the count, the score. But hey, if you were here with us yesterday during that New Mexico State game, the view for the longest time and then just all the difficulties that we had, so far it's been a lot better. So I did hear yesterday that Chris Plank said that game 1, which was the Montana game, this game here, the next game, OU will be in control of all the cameras. Of course, yesterday, New Mexico State was in charge of theirs. And then, of course, game 5 is going to be over there at UTEP in El Paso, Texas, tomorrow. So, as that is going to be it for Sydney Burzon. As Molly Wachino, the transfer, she's only a sophomore, but the transfer from Ole Miss has come in. She's looked a lot better this weekend so far. So she seems to be locked in. But I mean, we've given up 2, but for the most part, Sydney's performance, I'm not mad at it. I mean, she gave up a few solo shots, but no walks. Was hitting the strike zone. So I feel like that was a pretty good outing by her. We'll see what Wachino can do here to finish this out. Is Larry in here? Cody, it's all good, man. Some people aren't able to watch the game. But this is a way for all of us, because we're all over the country, Cody, we're able to just interact and communicate and tell our thoughts as we're watching the game. Yeah, Cody, it's all good, man. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate it. Wow, Judy. Okay, another Army brat. Thankful for your dad, 27 years of service. That's amazing. So thank you for being here this morning, Judy. Appreciate that. Well, Cody, I'm glad you're here with us. Where are you watching from today, man? Oh, no, Cody, it's all good, man. No worries. It's all good. This is just a way for us to be able just to interact and talk to other Sooner fans. That's all. It's all good. My goal is to be able to stream every game that I can. I don't know yet if I'm going to do next weekend as they go out to the Minesota Classic there in California. It's not going to be on ESPN. It's going to be on Flow Softball. So, but I will let you guys know if I'm going to be able to do that. But other than next weekend, every other game should be on ESPN, ESPN Plus, somewhere in the ESPN family. So there's the first out. So if you're just tuning in, bottom of the third inning, Oklahoma up 11-2, looking to get another run roll victory here early in the season over Minesota. The offense has been amazing, has stayed on fire. Not as many home runs as we saw yesterday so far. Not that that couldn't change, but as yesterday we saw 10 home runs, I believe is what the final count was on home runs for Oklahoma yesterday against Montana and then New Mexico State. So Cody, I can't do that. That would get me in trouble with YouTube, the copyright. Like I can't have the volume up because that would just get me in trouble with the rules that YouTube has. Yeah, I just don't want to take that risk. You know what I mean, Cody? So, oh, thanks, Melvin. That is one thing I definitely got to get better at is that banner at the bottom, that ticker. Thank you so much for that. I will change that right now. All right, there we go. Got that fixed. Thank you, Melvin, for letting me know that, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just don't want to get any copyright issues or anything with YouTube. So But I'm glad this is a way for us to kind of get together as a OU family and just talk, interact, give our thoughts and opinions and what we see. So glad all of y'all are here. I saw earlier in here we had over 130, so that was amazing to see. That's definitely a record for this channel. This channel has seen tremendous growth over the past couple of weeks. So thank you to all of you for all the support and making this happen. None of this is possible without y'all. So because I definitely wouldn't want to sit here by myself just talking to myself as I watch an OU softball game. So thank you for all the support there. But for just tuning in, Oklahoma up 11-2, bottom of the third, 2 outs. Minesota has a runner over at first. OU looking to get another run roll victory in 5, and then soon after that, about a half hour, they'll come back out and play Idaho State. And then take a bus ride back over to El Paso, Texas, and they will face the UTEP Miners tomorrow to finish out this weekend. Easy, Cody. Okay. Yeah, if that's what he chooses to do, I just don't want to take that chance, you know. I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. So, but I'm glad you're here with me, checking it out. A lot of great people in here, Cody. A lot of great people in here. This is an amazing OU family that we have here on this channel. I know a lot of us we see in other OU channels, Center Surge. I know I see Teresa there all the time in Center Surge. I know a lot of you guys watch the Twins there. I love their channel. Jeremy's always yelling and arguing. I think it's funny whenever he cuts off Jason. It's just great. That's another great OU channel that you guys should watch if you're not. Of course, you have the Oklahoma Breakdown. That's another big, massive one there with Gabe and Teddy. Cody, yes, I am. I'm an Army vet. A Purple Heart Army veteran. Yes, sir. With Chainmail here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third, full count. Minesota has a runner at first. See if we can't shut this down and get back into the dugout, extend our lead. Oh, thought we had strike 3. They give the call down to first base. He didn't think so either. So have a walk there, but bottom of the third, 2 on from now for Minesota. Which Chainmails look pretty good. Cody, I was in the Army. I was born and raised in Altus, Oklahoma. My grandpa was in the Air Force. My uncles were in the Navy. And then I moved away to Kentucky when I was there with my wife just to come back to Lawton, Oklahoma to have to do all my training. I was field artillery in the Army. And then I was stationed down in El Paso where the Sooners are playing at tomorrow there at Fort Bliss. So Tyler, yes, he's another good one too. Tyler McCombs, absolutely. He does great work. I love his channel. Of course, you have OU Insider. You have the channel with, oh gosh, I've gone blank. Coop is part of it. I can't think of the other guy's name, but I enjoy their channel too. Yeah, there's a lot of great YouTubers that do a lot of great work with Oklahoma content. So there we go with Wachino with the big strikeout right here to end the third inning. So going to the fourth inning, 11-2 Oklahoma. 6 outs away from another 5-inning run roll. So exactly what we want to see if you're Oklahoma. I don't think we're going to get to 22 or I know Everett had the big prediction earlier. I think he said 22-3. I don't think we're going to get there today, sir. Not in this game. So, but an incredible day for the Oklahoma offense. Again, there was a lot of comparison. Could this offense this year, how would it go up against the 21 offense? And I heard Chris Plank yesterday actually say before yesterday's game, they were actually tied with majority of the stats that the 21 team had done. Excuse me. So if they were already with the 21 Oklahoma team, offensively wise, and then what we saw them do yesterday, putting up, 35 runs in 2 games, 10 home runs. The only thing that I think is going to slow them down, though, is that 21 team, they went up against the Big 12. There wasn't a whole lot of depth. It was Oklahoma, it was Texas, it was Oklahoma State. That was it. Now we're in the SEC. The SEC is so deep. If you look at the rankings, 8 of the top 13 teams that are in the rankings all come from the SEC. 4 of the top 5 are in the SEC. So that's what would make me kind of leery that we could stay with or even go above what that 21 team did, just because of the competition. It's going to be a lot harder to do. Now, could it be done? Absolutely. I just don't know if we'll be able to do that. But here we are back to the game, top of the fourth. OU up 11-2. Let me change. CJ said 14 home runs so far. Hopefully we see a lot more of Oklahoma today. Yes, she is. Ilana is definitely on fire. She got herself a double, so let's see if Kai can get her home. Oh, big hit out to left field. Is it going to be enough? No, what a catch. What a great catch by that left fielder out there for Minesota. Let's go, Lexi. Let's go, Lexi. Got to find a way to get Alana home. Oh, great defensive play by the shortstop. Able to keep it in the infield, but not able to get a throw off anywhere. So Oklahoma off to another good start. They have ladies at first and third, looking to extend this 11-2 lead. over Minnesota. Patty Gasso doesn't sweat. I feel like today was a good day pitching-wise. I know that Sydney gave up those 2 solo shots in the first, but since then, I mean, they've shut them down. So I feel like the pitching has done what it needed to. I mean, we would love to see a shutout, but not a whole lot of walks. They were throwing strikes. So pitching today so far looks a lot better. I'm curious to see who's going to start the next game. I'm going to go with Alyssa Parker, who is actually up to bat here. So we'll see if she can't do some more damage. As she's had a great start in her young Oklahoma career at the plate. With a home run or two, but she's had a lot of hits. So definitely another big threat here in this batting order for the Oklahoma Sooners. Could get us a single here and get 2 more RBIs. Let's go, AP. AP with a 2-2 count now. Bottom of the fourth, or top of the fourth inning. OU up 11-2. 2 on, 1 out. Foul ball down the third baseline. Thank you guys so much for being in here today. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys' support. I'm not sure of the numbers, but the goal was to be over 700 on the subscriber count by spring break. Earlier, somebody said that we were 1 away. So thank you to all of you for that support, getting there way quicker than what I thought. You guys have been showing me so much love and support and appreciation. So thank you guys so much for everything that y'all are doing. And I really enjoy just getting to interact with all of you, watch these games. It's a lot of fun getting to see your predictions, your thoughts, just everything. Just a great time here. Make sure you guys keep Jen Rocha in your prayers as she's still recovering back home there in the Dallas area. Hopefully we see her soon back in the dugout. Carly Keeney doing a phenomenal job, kind of getting thrown into the position like she did. So she's been doing a phenomenal job for Oklahoma and Patty Gasso. Thank you. What is this? Oh, sliders. Okay. My amazing wife brought me some lunch. And the board, do you want to say hi to everybody? No? Teresa, you're the only one that would, she came on here to say hi to you earlier. Just come over and say hi real quick. There you go. There's my amazing wife. Thank you. All right, so bases loaded, 1 out. Top of the fourth, Oklahoma up 11-2. A shot out to center field, caught for the second out of the inning, but Ilana able to tag up and get the 12th run of the game for Oklahoma. So a nice productive out right there. So the score now 12-2 for the Oklahoma Sooners. See if Sid can't do anything here. Right, CJ? Yeah. Don't mind that at all. Teddy agreed. Sid not able to do anything with that at bat. It's going to be the third out of the fourth inning. Or as the top of the fourth. So we move to the bottom of the fourth now. Oklahoma up 12-2. Getting ever so closely to another 5-inning run roll victory. Yeah, CJ did. Yeah. 47 runs. Just crazy. And we still have 2 more games to go. With Idaho State about a half hour after this one here. And then they'll take a short bus ride over there to UTEP there in El Paso and take on the Miners tomorrow. To finish up this weekend, come out 8-1 and get ready to go out to California for the Mary Nutter. Anybody have any other score updates in college softball? I'm not sure. I know there's a lot of good games out there at Clearwater. One game that I am excited about, I think it's tomorrow at 6 p.m. on ESPN. It's what I'm going to be doing. It's Geordie Ball in Nebraska taking on Najee Kennedy and number 1 Texas Tech. Can't wait for that matchup. That's going to be incredible. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Would love to see Geordie Ball. Of course, Geordie Ball got a win last weekend over Texas, so it's always a great day when OU wins and Texas loses. So I would like to see Geordie do it again 2 weekends in a row. Let's take out Texas and take out Texas Tech. I would be all about that. That would be incredible to see. So here we go, bottom of the fourth. OU up 12-2. 6 more outs to go. Yes, Skip, I believe so. CJ with the over-under of 80. Ooh. Ooh, that's a good one. Over under 80 runs on the weekend. Ooh. I'm going to go with the over, but it wouldn't be by much. Duke beat Oklahoma State. UCF beat LSU. So that's another upset right there, LSU. What the heck is going on with LSU? Wow. That's one tournament I hope we see Oklahoma go to soon. Win, lose, that's a tournament where you can go and really see what your team is, see what you need to work on. And a great opportunity, especially if you're in the SEC, to see all the other teams that you're going to see later in the year in conference play. As I believe that there is 5 SEC teams, I think, there in that Clearwater tournament. So hopefully we'll see the Sooners there at some point. Tennessee is off to a hot start, number 2 in the country already. Carlin Pickens in Tennessee. I'm glad Carlin's a senior. OU does not play Tennessee in the regular conference play. So I'm sure we'll see Carlin Pickens and Tennessee there in the SEC championship tournament later on. I know we've talked about SEC play whenever we get to that point. I feel like last year's schedule was a lot harder than what this year is for Oklahoma in softball. I think the series that is going to determine the SEC will be the one in April, whenever OU goes down to Austin to play the Shorthorns there for 3. I think that's going to be the determining factor for who's going to be first and second whenever we get into conference tournament. I think OU, Texas is your top 2 in the SEC. Tennessee is right there. LSU, A&M, Georgia, they're all great teams. Florida. But I think when all is said and done, I think you're going to see Oklahoma and Texas up there at the top. And then Tennessee right there in a close third. But a lot of softball to go before we get to that point. So, there we go. Wachino with a strikeout right there. So, a quick 3 up, 3 down for Oklahoma. And we move to the 5th inning. 3 outs away from another 5-inning run roll victory for the Oklahoma Sooners here early in the season. Plank wants AP in game 2. Yeah, she's the one that makes the most sense at the circle. So I feel like that's what it has to be, right? We haven't seen her yet this weekend. But if it is Alyssa, being a young freshman, it's a great opportunity for her to go out and get some good experience. All this experience that we're seeing, all the stats, the opportunities that all these girls are getting is going to do so much for the younger players as we move and progress into conference play and then postseason. So all of this is just so valuable to all these young ladies. Because for y'all that don't know, Oklahoma is a very young team. It's a 2-to-1 ratio of underclassmen to your upperclassmen. So Patty with a very young squad this year, but a very, very talented squad at the same time. So but just a great weekend for all these young players to get a lot of good experience. That's going to help them later on in SEC play. So here we go, top of the 5th inning. Nellie Mack looking to get something started here in the 5th on a beautiful day there in New Mexico. If you tuned in and watched the games yesterday, it was cloudy and overcast. Nellie Mack thrown out at first for the first out of the inning. But yesterday, if you watched, game 1 yesterday was overcast, but there was no wind, no rain. There was about a 30-minute break in between the games, and then they were showing the game before the game 2 started of that day, and the wind was blowing in. It was cloudy. It was rainy. Just a complete different weather conditions. So today, this here is beautiful. I know I heard Chris Plank talk about how a couple of years ago that they were coming down here to this tournament and they only got to play 2 of the 5 because of rain. So very excited that we're not going to see any weather factors this weekend. Going to get all these games in, get a lot of good experience for all these young players. Out number 2 for Oklahoma. So quickly, OU going down with another ground out here. So 2 outs, top of the 5th inning. Oklahoma up 12-2. Obviously, the run roll is in play. See if we can't get something going here in the 5th inning. The young freshman, Kendall Wells, the catcher. See what she can't do here. As I think Kendall Wells is going to be one of the Oklahoma greats for sure when all is said and done. Another swing for the fences by Kendall Wells. Gotta love that home run swing. Swinging for the fences every time, man. She's one of the best catchers in the country, has a cannon for an arm, as we saw earlier in the game. There we go. There we go. Kendall Wells with a big hit for Kendall Wells down left field line. Could it be the start of another big inning for Oklahoma? I know Teddy is probably going to be the winner. He's going to be the closest when it comes to the score prediction. I believe Teddy had 14-3 or 14-2, so looks like he's going to be the winner. We'll see. As Ilana, another hit. Big day for her at the plate. Going to be really excited tomorrow night to see just how all the offensive stats look. The home runs, the batting averages. Then I want to look at their rankings, and I expect to see a lot of number one when it comes to their rankings for the Oklahoma Sooners versus the rest of the country. So Bob had 14-3. Okay. Another hit there, so another run scores for Oklahoma. Oh, no, never mind. My mistake. So if you're just tuning in, I know OU had a pretty early start this morning. Oklahoma up 12-2. OU put up 1 in the first. Minesota came back with 2 solo shots in the first inning. And ever since then, it's been all Oklahoma. They put up 8 in the third. Put up a few more in the fourth. And here in the fifth, they go down scoreless, but OU now 3 outs away from another run win, or another run roll victory for Oklahoma. I said before this weekend started that I expected every game this weekend to go just 5 innings and be in run roll fashion. As you see the crowd going out, that's something I heard Chris Plank say earlier, that some fans that were there for Oklahoma, they didn't leave the first game in time because you have to leave, go outside, get back in line to come back in for the second game. And a lot of them weren't able to get back in. So if you're there in New Mexico, you have to leave the game early, as you're seeing here behind home plate. Everybody's going to the exits because now they have to go out there, stand in line just to get back in for the game number 2. So if you do not leave early enough, you're not going to be able to get back in. So only 2 likes. Come on, y'all. We've had over 100 people in here now for a good time. Y'all have set record numbers views-wise. Got to see some more likes now. Come on. But I do appreciate all your guys' support and y'all being here. It's been incredible. I really enjoy getting to interact and get to watch the OU game with y'all. If you're new in here, please let me know where you're watching from. As you see, the map is here behind me now. I'll get that put together this evening, but we'll have that up. And so the goal is that we're going to have Sooner fans across every state in the country. And I'm going to put up a pin from where you guys are watching from. So I think we're sitting at 13 states now, I believe. So we're up to a great start in trying to reach that goal by the end of the season. Here we go, bottom of the fifth. Let's get 3 outs and get out of here and take about a 30-minute break and get ready for Idaho State. Yeah, if you think that you have hit the like button, just maybe go back and double check for me. Sometimes I do that sometimes. I thought I've hit it, but I haven't. So just make sure if you can. That'll help get this out to other Cedar fans across the country. The more Sooner fans that we can get in here, the better. It's always a great time getting to watch any sport with other OU fans. As we are the best fan base in the country. I don't care what anybody else says. There we go. First out of the fifth inning, fly out to left field. Just a start we wanted to see if you're Oklahoma. 2 outs away now from another run roll victory. So just a heads up, as this game is winding down, just like yesterday, we're gonna exit this stream here. I have another one set up for the Idaho State game. There'll be about a 30-minute break in between, so a chance to, maybe get you some lunch, get you a snack, a drink, do whatever you need to do, and then we can get back here in about 30 minutes and watch OU hopefully put up another run roll over Idaho State. Pitching looks so much better. Not many walks at all today. Pitchers are hitting their marks, exactly what you want to see. These pitchers look a lot more relaxed, showing a lot more confidence, hitting their pitches, exactly what you want to see. I love to see this. Well, Seth, happy birthday. Sweet 16 to your sister. Happy birthday. What's her name? Well, Seth, thank you for sharing that. Appreciate that. I hope your sister has a great 16th birthday. Oh no, CJ, I'm going to root for Nebraska too, in Jordy ball, except if we see Jordy in Nebraska later on, obviously. But yeah, other than that, I'm definitely rooting for Jordy and the Cornhuskers. There we go, third out of the game. There we go. Oklahoma gets game 1, 12-2 over Minesota. All right, y'all. So here's the plan. We're going to get off of here, and I will see you guys in about 30 minutes or so. Yeah, Teresa, that game tomorrow is going to be so exciting. Hopefully, Jordy, they're able to beat Tech. As Tech has had 2 close wins this year, they've gotten lucky, but that's, part of success. So, Teddy, Sooner. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for the support. I will see you guys here in about 30 minutes. Boomer.